Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh, and good day to each and everyone. So in this video we're gonna discuss about media imperialism. So first we will define what is media. So media is the plural form of medium, which describes any channel of communication. This can include anything from printed paper to digital data, encompasses art, news, educational content, and numerous other forms of information. And next one, next one is imperialism. So what is imperialism? So imperialism is comes from the Latin term imperium, which means to command. It is a policy or act of extending a country's power into other territories or gaining control over another country's politics or economics. Is all about media imperialism. So, what is media imperialism? Media imperialism is a subcategory under the broader heading of cultural imperialism. The conventional view for quite some time was that it was the Western, especially US media, and the technologies associated with those media that were imperialistic and that dominated less developed nations and their culture. It means it is a part of cultural imperialism, which cultural imperialism is the promotion and imposition of a political power culture over a less power nation. In other words, this describes the phenomenon of the culture of a large and powerful country. Aside Aside that, media imperialism is the over-concentration of mass media from larger nations. According to Oliver Boyd Barrett, 1977, media imperialism is a process whereby ownership, structure, distribution, or content of the media in any one country are singly or together subject to substantial external pressure from the media interest of any other country or countries with our proportionate reciprocation or influenced by country or so affected. So, the example of media imperialism is the large spread of news channel like BBC, CNN, Hollywood movies, and Disney. So, this example is imposition of Western media on poorer and less power nation, can thus result in loss of identity. It creates a one-way flow of media and even widen the class structure. So, meaning, as we know that US is a powerful country, so gusto nila pa na tumaas pa, which is naisip nila na mag-create ng media para sila pa ay umangat. And while other countries are losing their identity, so they create BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, and the CNN cable news network, Hollywood movies, Disney. This perspective is somewhat like si A is convenience store and si B naman ay nagtayo ng mall. So, to lose A and get more powerful si B. While still powerful perspective, the views emerge on this issue that indicates the Western, especially American media, are not as powerful as they once were or had been thought to be by Spark 2007. First, alternative global media giants have arisen to compete with those emanating from the West. One example is the Arabic Al Jazeera, which began operation in 1996 and is based in Qatar. It is a global source of news by Bilsa 2008, designed to compete with CNN and BBC. Another example is Bollywood, which Indians answer to Hollywood by Terrell 1999 and Larkin 2003. So meaning, nung nakaka-create na si US ng media broadcasting, nag-isip na rin ng ibang bansa tulad ng Arabic Al Jazeera ng Qatar which is created to compete with CNN and BBC. Isa pa ay ang Bollywood ng India, which designed rin to compete with Hollywood movies. So the next one is media were American. In 1977, Jeremy Tunstall authored a book entitled The Media Are American. Over 2 decades after he published The Media Were American, U.S. Mass Media in Decline 2008. The timing of publications and the nature of their titles tell us much of what we need to know about the role of American mass media in an increasingly globalized world. Tunstall chronicles the massive changes that have taken place in the media over the past 40 years. It changes that have significantly altered the balance of power within the global media landscape. The media where America demonstrate that both the United States and its mass media have lost their previous moral leadership. So, ayun na nga, ang US wants to compete, and then instead of controlling the world news flow, we now see the world media structure. So, Tunstall looks closely at China and India, at their rapidly burgeoning populations and the rise of mass media in the Muslim world, like Al Jazeera. So the next one is new global media. So new global media is a strategic, innovative digital transformation in modern marketing business that accelerates business growth through innovative technology for some of the world's biggest brands. So, in spite of the arguments against media imperialism, the fact that is we have witnessed the rise of the new global media. Example is Apple's iTunes, Facebook, Twitter, Google, and Microsoft, with great power to impose their system on large portions of the world by Mark Chesney 1999. So, dito naman sa new global media is all about how media rise. So, dahil nga sa pagkukumpete ng other countries, they innovate the media. Ibig sabihin, they change pa para ito ay umangat tulad ng Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and pati na rin si Google. So, next naman is si indie media. So, the indie media is the independent media center, better known as indie media. It's an open publishing network of activist journalist collectives that report on political and social issues. Following beginning during the 1999 Carnival Against Capital and 1999 Seattle WTO protest, indie media became closely associated with the global justice movement. It is also journalists reported directly from the streets, while activists uploaded their own text, audio, video, and image files. Juries 2005. So, ibig sabihin, this indie media play a particularly important during sa mga protest, action, and gatherings tulad ng email formal updates or nag-upload sila ng videos and images, at pati na rin nagla-live rin sila and also on disseminating information and technologies so that activists throughout the world can become involved. The last one is global media. Global media are dominated by a smaller or large corporation. This is being extended from old media by the new media. As a result, in the long run, the internet could end up being less diverse and competitive in the media, associated with the alter globalization movement, helps to counter this trend.